Imagine a brand new, highly anticipated Apple product. It is fully designed. It is perfectly manufactured. It is boxed up. It is sitting in a warehouse right this very second. Apple could literally put it on their website tomorrow and start shipping it directly to your front door. But they refuse to do it. You might be wondering what this mystery device is. It is the brand new Apple TV. We are now in April of 2026. The current Apple TV on the market is 4 years old. That is an absolute eternity in the tech world. People have been begging for an update. Rumors have been swirling across the internet for a year and a half. Everyone thought it was just on the horizon. So why is Apple keeping the new model locked away in the dark? Well, buckle up. The reason is going to frustrate you. It all comes down to one single word. Siri. Yes, you heard that right. The very same voice assistant that often struggles to set a simple kitchen timer is the exact reason you cannot buy a new Apple TV today. According to reliable reports from Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, the hardware for the next Apple TV is 100% finished. The physical product is ready to go. But Apple does not want to release it yet. They want to launch this new streaming box alongside a massive, ground-up overhaul of Siri. This is not just a minor software tweak. This is the new Siri powered by Apple Intelligence. Apple wants this new TV box to be a massive showcase for their smart home AI. But there is a huge problem. That completely revamped version of Siri is just not ready yet. Originally, Apple had a master plan. They wanted to roll out this smarter Siri right about now. It was supposed to arrive in the spring of 2026 as part of the iOS 26.4 update. It was going to be a massive mid-year drop, but things did not go according to plan. The software team ran into major reliability issues. AI is incredibly complicated. Getting an AI to understand context and control your entire home perfectly is even harder. Because of these unexpected bugs, Apple had to push the whole Siri project back. Now, we're not expecting these big Apple Intelligence features until iOS 27. That means the absolute earliest we will see them is September of 2026. And because the new Apple TV is completely tied to this new Siri rollout, it is stuck in product limbo right alongside it. When you really stop and think about it, this is a very strange choice by Apple. Apple has released massive products without this new Siri. They had absolutely no problem pushing out the iPhone 16. They had no problem launching the iPhone 17. Neither of those flagship phones waited for the ultimate AI Siri overhaul to hit the market. So why does a simple streaming box need to wait? It seems a little crazy. But Apple clearly has a different vision for the home. They see the Apple TV as the digital center of your living room. They do not want to put out a new one unless it can blow you away with its brand new smart assistant. Without the new Siri, Apple probably feels like the new Apple TV would just be a boring spec bump with nothing exciting to market. And it actually gets even worse. The Apple TV is not the only product sitting in the dark right now. This Siri delay is causing a massive traffic jam for Apple's entire smart home lineup. There is a highly anticipated smart home hub with a screen that Apple has been working on for years. There's also a brand new, updated HomePod. Both of these devices are reportedly completely finished. Both of them are also waiting in that exact same warehouse. They are all being held hostage by Apple's software team. Apple sees all of these home-focused products as a package deal. They want to launch a unified, AI-powered smart home ecosystem all at once. Until the software team desperately gets Siri to work the way they want it to, none of these physical products will see the light of day. But let us talk about the hardware itself. What exactly is sitting in those boxes waiting for us? For starters, the new Apple TV is going to get a massive brain transplant. The current model uses the A15 Bionic chip. It is decent, but it is definitely showing its age. The new model is heavily rumored to feature the A17 Pro chip. This is the exact same powerhouse processor that Apple first put inside the iPhone 15 Pro. This is a massive leap forward. The A17 Pro is built on a tiny 3-nanometer process. That means it is significantly faster and extremely power efficient. But the absolute biggest deal here is gaming. The A17 Pro features hardware-accelerated ray tracing. This is a total game changer for Apple Arcade. It means your Apple TV will be able to render realistic lighting, shadows, and reflections just like a modern gaming console. If you want to play real games on your TV, this update is going to be incredibly huge. Because Apple has delayed this box for so long, there is even a very real chance they might upgrade the chip again before it finally ships. They could bump it up to an A18 or even an A19 chip just to ensure it stays modern. We do not know anything for sure beyond the A17 Pro right now, but it is highly possible. Along with the new chip, we are absolutely expecting a big increase in RAM. Apple Intelligence requires a lot of memory to run processing directly on the device. This keeps your data private instead of sending it to the cloud. The current Apple TV simply does not have enough RAM to handle real AI. On top of that, the connectivity is getting a major boost. Rumors strongly point to Apple including their custom N1 networking chip. This will finally bring Wi-Fi 7 support to the Apple TV. Wi-Fi 7 gives you access to the ultra-fast 6 GHz bands on new wireless routers. This means your internet connection will be faster, vastly more reliable, and completely free from network congestion. If you stream massive 4K HDR movies, Wi-Fi 7 is exactly what you want. We are also expecting Bluetooth 6 support. This will greatly improve the connection for your wireless game controllers, earbuds, and smart home accessories. These are the under-the-hood upgrades that make your daily experience so much better. Now, do not expect a crazy new look. Design-wise, the next Apple TV is reportedly going to look exactly like the old one. It will be the exact same small, black, squarish puck sitting under your television. It will have the exact same plastic construction. Apple rarely redesigns the Apple TV hardware, and 2026 is certainly not going to be the year that changes. However, the price tag might actually see a major change. There have been strong rumors about a much cheaper option coming to the market. Apple might release a lower-spec version of the new model at a reduced price point. Or they might launch the new premium model and keep the current 4-year-old model around as a budget alternative. Either way, a more accessible price point would be a massive win. The Apple TV has always been one of the most expensive streaming devices you can buy compared to cheap sticks from Roku or Amazon. A lower price would bring so many more people into the Apple ecosystem. This brings us to the ultimate question. Should you buy the current Apple TV right now, or should you hold out for the new one? Let me give it to you straight. If your current television setup is working just fine, I highly recommend that you wait. Do not buy a new one today. September is really not that far away. The performance jump from the old A15 chip to the new A17 Pro is going to be substantial. You're going to get Wi-Fi 7 potential, real gaming performance, and all those brand new Apple Intelligence features. It is absolutely worth the wait. However, if your TV box just broke, or you're desperate for an Apple TV right this very second, the current model is still a fantastic device. It streams 4K HDR video perfectly. It works beautifully within the Apple ecosystem. It is not going to magically stop working the day the new one comes out. You could always buy the current one right now. Then, when a new AI model comes out later this year, you can buy that one for your living room and move the older one into a bedroom. You can easily rotate them throughout your house. There is also a tiny sliver of hope for an earlier reveal. Apple is hosting WWDC very soon. This is their massive annual software event. They are definitely going to show off the new Apple Intelligence series at this developer conference. It is possible that Apple could announce the new Apple TV hardware on stage during this event. They could tell the world that the hardware is available to buy right now, but the big AI software update will come later in the fall. That seems highly plausible. But knowing Apple, they will probably make us wait to launch the full, complete package in September of 2026. We will just have to cross our fingers and see. In my honest opinion, I think Apple is making a bit of a mistake by holding this hardware back purely for soft do. The physical upgrades alone are totally worth releasing today. People want the speed of Wi-Fi 7. People want better gaming performance on their big screens. Holding an amazing piece of hardware hostage for an AI update that is prone to bugs feels like a frustrating move for consumers. But when this new Apple TV finally drops, it is going to be the absolute most powerful streaming box on the market by a massive margin. The integration of true, reliable AI into our living rooms is going to change how we interact with our entire homes. We just have to be a little more patient while Apple irons out the final bugs. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon. Let me know down in the comments if you are sick of waiting and buying the current model, or if you're going to patiently wait for September.